Hey guys, what's up? It's Allison and I am back today with another video, and it has been a little while, maybe like a month or so since I recorded my last video, and I didn't do a wrap up, but I'm going to be posting a wrap up over the last 2 months at the end of this month, so check that out when I post that. And I'm also very sorry for the unmade bed, the pants hanging up on the closet, and the Halloween tree that I have yet to take down, even though it's literally basically Christmas. It started snowing so much. So anyway, so today I'm going to be talking about my TBR for the rest of the year. This year has literally gone by so quick. I know everybody says that, but it is literally, we are halfway through November and then December, and then it's a whole nother year, and that's so crazy. And I want to reach my reading goal of 55 books since I started reading this May. So I guess I came up with a list of about 8 books. Who knows if I'm going to read that many? I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but some of these books are kind of thick, so it just depends. And I may read different books. It's just kind of what I'm feeling at the moment right now. There's some on this list that I definitely want to get through. There's some on this list that could be swapped out for other books. So let's get right to it, and we'll talk about what I want to read before the year is over. So the first book that I want to read before the year is over is one that I've already started, and it shouldn't take me too much longer to get through, and that's A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. This is her little novella in between Court of Wings and Ruin and A Court of Silver Flames, which is the last book in the series so far. And I've started this one. I won't spoil too much about it. A lot of people don't really like this book since it's just kind of it doesn't really contribute to the plot. It's just kind of a extra little thing to connect the two books. But honestly, right now I'm enjoying it. It's obviously not my favorite book in the series, but it's just got a good vibe, and especially when it's snowing outside. It's talking about winter here and all the festivities with it. And so it's really like a good mood read. And I'm really enjoying it, and I'm about halfway through, so I'm definitely going to get this one done. And then the last physical book I have that I want to read is The Problem of Pain by C.S. Lewis. This is a Christian book, basically just answering the question about why Christians or people in general go through pain, if there is a God and all of that stuff. And it's going to probably be a pretty deep read, but it's pretty short, so I think I'll get through it. And it's going to be I really am interested to read this one and see his thoughts on it. I read Mere Christianity by him, which is his main Christian book, and I thought that I gained a lot of insight from it, so I'm hoping to gain some from this. I've been wanting to read it for a long while, probably since I started reading, and I finally picked it up, so I want to finish this one as well. And then I'm going to have to buy the rest of these books since I don't have them with me right now. But the third book I'm going to want to read is obviously A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas, which is the last book that she has published in the ACOTAR series. The ACOTAR series, if you haven't noticed, is literally my favorite books of all time. I love this series. The first 3 books were amazing. They've all been 5 stars. And I'm excited to see what she does with this last book. I know that it's not about Feyre anymore, which is the main character in the past 3 books. It's about her sister Nesta and her love interest, which I won't spoil for you guys. So I'm kind of nervous to see how that's going to go. I really like Feyre and Rise. And I really don't want their story to be over. But I guess we'll see if I like Nesta. I don't know. Some people really love this book, and some people don't like it as much, so I'm excited to see where I fall on that scale. It's also the longest book in the series. I think it's literally, I actually have no idea, probably 700 pages, something like that. So that is why this list could be a little bit shorter than I am expecting, because it's going to take me a while to finish that. The fourth book that I want to read, is Twisted Games by Ana Huang. I haven't mentioned this, and I will mention it in my monthly wrap-up, but I did just finish Twisted Lies by Ana Huang, and I wanted to read that book for so long, and I just never picked it up. And I actually ended up enjoying it way more than I expected. I absolutely loved the characters and really felt the connection with them. But I'm not going to say anything else because I will talk about that in the wrap-up. So I want to read the next installment in that series. That series is completed. There's 4 books, and so I want to get started on the second one. The second one follows 2 different characters that are in the first book. Bridget and I think his name's Rise again. And I'm excited to see how their relationship will span out, and I'm just excited to read it. The 5th book that I want to read is Addicted for Now by Kristen Becker Ritchie. And I honestly have no idea what this one's going to be about. I just finished Ricochet by them, which I will talk about in my monthly wrap-up. And I think I'm starting to like the series more and more, and I'm pretty sure most people say that this 3rd book is when the series really picks up and when you really get into it. And so I'm really excited to see what it's all about. I'm sure it's going to be about Lily and Lo and how they are getting better with their addictions and learning to live together. And so I'm really excited to read that one, and I have a long way to go before the series is over, but I kind of just want to get that one down before the year ends. Now, these last 3 books are kind of the ones that are going to probably maybe swap with other books. They're just kind of books right now that I think that I would like to get into, but that could change at literally any time. So the 6th book that I have is Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I've heard that a lot of people have read this book. I really don't know much about it except for it's literally just a completely toxic relationship. And some people like that and think it's entertaining, and some people think that it's like not right to read, I guess. I'm sure I won't think that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be invested in the drama that has to go on with this series. And it's a series of 3 books so far, so that could be something else that I get into. And everybody says that it's like Gossip Girl, I think, which I haven't really even watched that show. But if you wanted to know, that's what the book is compared to. 7 is probably one of the more iffy books, like I said before, and that's Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. This is kind of like her other book, Love Hypothesis, which I read this year, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, but I also have heard some mixed reviews about this book, that it's really like Love Hypothesis, too much like it, and it's just going to be like a fluffy read to read in between all of these drama and fantasy books that I want to read. So, I don't know. We'll see if I get to that. I'd like to have it on my shelf and, you know, to find a place for it. So, I'm excited to read that one. And then the 8th and final book, if I get to it, which I'm hoping I do, but I'm not expecting to, is either going to be Sometimes I Lie or His and Hers by Alice Fanny. These are the 2 books on my TBR from her right now. And I guess I'm just going to pick up either which one's available or which one I'm in the mood for. They both sound super interesting, and I want to see how she puts her spin on it. I read Rock, Paper, Scissors by her a couple months ago, and I really enjoyed it. And also Sarah Caroli says that these 2 books absolutely, you know, were mind-blowing. Just like all of her other books that she's written. So I'm excited to see what twist she puts on it and see if I can predict what's going to happen. So we will see where that goes. Honestly, I'm just hoping to get to my goal of 55 books this month or this year. So we will see what happens. I'm excited to see what books I get into, and I might change my mind about the books that I read. I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen from here to the end of the year. But if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see some more from me, please hit that subscribe button. And I will be posting my monthly wrap-up very shortly at the end of this month, so you guys can see that. And please comment down below which books you want to read, or if you guys have any reading recommendations for me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!